The Ardennes Forest, December 1944. This quietly American-held sector in the Ardennes is held by around roughly 30,000 Green troops. And they didn't realize that Hitler, his last counter-offensive towards the Allies, would be here in the west at this exact location. An ambitious attack through the Ardennes Forest.
US troops resist fiercely, but are still pushed back by the German units. SS Standartenführer Joachim Peiper made Kampfgruppe Peiper, a battle group drawn from the elite 1st SS Panzer Division Leibstandarte SS die Adolf Hitler, which was an elite panzer division. His task was to scout ahead of the German lines and reach the Meuse River, opening the gateway for the German attack on Antwerp. Peiper crossed into Belgium on the 16th of December 1944. His largest tanks were a unit of 25 King Tigers of the SS Panzerabteilung 501. While advancing towards Antwerp, he crossed the village called Malmedy.
Here, units of the 1st SS Panzer Division cold-bloodedly shot around 80 American prisoners of war before moving on to their target towards the river Meuse. While getting slowly closer towards his target, Peiper's armors ran out of fuel and was forced to get into the defenses.
But 6 King Tigers had made it to La Gleize. Peiper positioned the King Tigers 213 and 221 near the village church with the powerful 88mm guns covering the approaches to the village from the east and the southeast. Peiper awaited an emergency airdrop of fuel by the Luftwaffe, but the Luftwaffe dropped most of it accidentally onto the US lines. On the 22nd of December, Kampfgruppe Peiper's King Tigers 213 and 221 engaged American Sherman tanks at a range of around 2,000 yards. They scored many hits, knocking out several American tanks. But the Shermans concentrated all their fire onto the 2 King Tiger German tanks. SS Obersturmführer Döllinger's King Tiger 213 was hit at the front and also hit at his gun, and a third of its gun was blown off. And the other King Tiger, the 221, received damage to its reversing mechanism. After this, both tanks were abandoned by their crews.
Peiper eventually abandoned his vehicles and he went on a walk of around 20 miles with his men through the snow back towards the German lines. And in this town, La Gleize, there were 6 King Tigers who were left behind and 13 Panther tanks. And this, the 213, is one of them.
In the summer of 1945, US Army cleanup crews arrived in La Gleize and began towing the German tanks away for scrapping. Kampfgruppe Peiper's 213 King Tiger tank, located up a narrow curving little road beside the church, was difficult to move and was the last to be tackled.
As the Tiger tank was being towed away by the Americans, a local bar owner named Jenny Genen, she went outside with a bottle of cognac and traded this tank for a bottle of cognac with the soldiers, because she wants to keep this Tiger tank as a war memorial in this town, which is just absolutely amazing, trading a bottle of cognac for a King Tiger tank.
In 1951, the King Tiger's gun was repaired with parts taken from 2 wrecked Panther tanks, and then moved to its current position outside the local war museum. And in 1975, the King Tiger tank 213 was overhauled and repainted.
So this Tiger tank here remains a potent symbol as a war memorial for the Battle of the Bulge and the last roll of the dice by the Germans in the West. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode about the King Tiger. It's a beast of a machine and it's very big when you are in front of it. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Salute!